started. Hi Diego! Howdy YouTube! And welcome Thurston County to our show today. Coffee with Jimbo here at the Farmhouse. When I was a kid, I started wrestling in the first grade. I believe by the time I was in the 5th grade I went to nationals, and when I was a sophomore in high school I got my varsity letter in wrestling. I would have got it when I was a freshman, but I had mono. I got mono because I let a girl drink out of my milkshake. Took a sip off the straw, I then got mono. That was a horrible illness, so that's why I never drink from anybody else's cup, and I don't recommend anybody else do. Delphi Farms. I got a call last night from a friend who does catering, and he let me know that there's going to be a auction, silent auction in Olympia at the end of the month for catering equipment like trucks and trailers and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting. Definitely go check out and see what kind of things are being sold. Sounds like a bunch of different caterers that have mobile units are getting rid of them for whatever reason. Cooking. What's up? Not cooking anything up today. I got busy with housework and stuff yesterday, so I did not get to getting to town and buying the primary ingredient to eat. So I will do that today, which brings us into the charity. Moving forward with the start of the sustainable knowledge workshops, where we move our, and we call it the barbecue cook-off. Starting out on Earth Day at the Capitol grounds in Olympia, Washington, April 22nd, 11 to 5. So a lot of musicians have already signed up to perform, so that's going to be a fun time. Barbecue, music, learn about sustainable stuff. And the Eco Village, which also combines with Delphi Farms, which I skipped over. Today I'm going down to Lot Waste Disposal in downtown Olympia. There's going to be a little presentation from a group of from up north that got together and built a community biodigester, and we're going to see what they did and how they did it, and hopefully I think it would be really cool if we could do something like that here on the farm, build like an industrial sized biodigester and work out some sort of a contract with people to come dump their yard waste. Like if you're a landscaper, maybe have a yearly fee or something, a farmer manure dump, and households could be free, just to collect all the organic waste and pulverize it and then process it through this biodigester. So that could be a really cool thing. I look forward to this presentation today, and I will definitely be videoing it as much as I can. So today's goal is to get to town to do my shopping and to video the biodigester, community biodigester presentation, and to finish up the music mob video. I need to get that up. Contests. I was thinking of having a contest about bacon, bacon figurines. What do y'all think on that? What kind of stuff can you make out of bacon? And lastly, most importantly, I am thankful for a wonderful wife, friends, family, a good sustainability network, and all the great new opportunities that are opening up for me, and seeing the world evolve into a more sustainable life. And that's about a gardening tip of the day. I don't know how many of you know this, but if your soil is cold, and especially if it's wet too, you do not want to work it up because you'll kill microorganisms and lose nutrients. So, and you can cause compaction that way too. So if you take your soil and you form it in a ball, so it's nice and tight. You toss it up in the air and you lay your hand out flat. It has to go about this high. If it hits and it doesn't break open, your soil's too wet to work it. Garden tip for the day. See you all later. Thanks for tubing in. Bye, Diego. I love you, man.
That's good.
Hi Diego, howdy Utah, YouTube. Hi Diego, howdy YouTube. Today we are going to show you how to overcome a rough cut steak. That's right, when the butcher makes 3 different sizes of steak out of it, how do you overcome that? Right here on the Farmhouse Show. That's right, we're talking ribeye steak with our basic baked potato. That's sour, fat-free sour cream and bacon. Alright, we have a ribeye from Trader Joe's, and it is $7.99 a pound, I believe, and 66 tenths of a pound. Alright, beef ribeye steak. Looked pretty well marbled from what I could tell. But one thing that's always put me off from buying a butcher cut beef from Trader Joe's is the hack job they actually do on it. See how, here it's a little easier to see. See how uneven all that is, how wrinkly it is? That's how uneven the cut of meat is. Unlike most commercial butcher shops where you'll get a nice, somewhat flat cut of steak. So we're going to try these. They look pretty well marbled and they're about the same price as Costco. And so let's cut this open and see how it looks. We're also doing a twice baked potato. Alright, I had a bit of trouble, but I hacked this sealed package open. You can see it's not very even cut steak, and it smelled kind of rangy after I opened it, and after I rinsed it off it still smelled kind of rangy. By the color, the nice red color, you would indicate that it's just fine, but it's not a normal smell you get when you open other beef, that's all. And as you can see, it's looks like, I don't know, I've never seen a ribeye being that much fat falling apart type situation, so it looks like it's going to be a good tasting steak, even though it's, you know, down here we've got an 1/8 of an inch thick, and up here we've got almost an inch thick, and then, you know, a 1/2 inch, so yeah, it's not going to be the easiest steak to cook. I might want to even cut it into smaller steaks. I don't know. What do you guys think? We'll cook this one and see what we should have done right. Alright, I went ahead and did the trick I learned from the cowboy style steak, what we call the Farmhouse now. And I took the thickest piece. I'm just putting in little 1/4 inch cuts through it. And I did it both ways, and that'll help the thicker piece cook more evenly with the thinner piece. That's the theory. Wish me luck. Snow. Alright, we're almost up to grilling temperature. 600 degrees. Let's see what this one says. It says it's 550. Did we get a picture of that? Yes, we did. So we're going to let it go another 5 minutes.
and then we'll bring our steak out and we'll start cooking it. I was going to do something fancy with that twice baked potato, but I'm not going to anymore. After doing that footage on the climate change rally, I stood out in the 25-degree weather for a couple hours and my back's kind of sore, so I'm not going to be messing around with such fancy cooking as I had planned on. Just a steak and some baked potato. First things first, let's get that steak going. Next, we have these baked potatoes heating up. What I did was I cut it in half so it would heat quicker. Just gonna salt and pepper these. Normally I wouldn't need to close this grill, but it's like 25 degrees or something outside, so we're going to want to go ahead and close this grill to retain as much heat in the barbecue as possible. And then we're going to give these another minute and a half or so, and we're going to flip that steak, and we're going to do that farmhouse style flip out steak. Yes sirree. Alright, one comment I did want to make, although it isn't as evenly cut as most steaks are, it is one of the most well marbled steaks I have seen. The way that fat was falling apart, just incredible. Oh yeah. Okay, so I might just do a flip like this. Grill marks going on there. And not perfect grill marks going on, but the potato is definitely getting roasted. Nice roasted look there. Alright, I just wanted to say that steak turned out really good. It's tender, juicy all the way through, nothing too hard because of that score marks worked. And I'm using fat-free sour cream, so I got a lot on there. And I got some bacon under there, and I'm just going to go cowboy style on my baked potatoes.
Shucks, that's good.
Thank you all for watching. Man, that is good. I'm going to go eat.